Good day, everyone. We're going today to explain lesson number 5.3, which is talking about solving equations using the distributive property. Okay? We already studied before how to solve equations, so we'll increase our knowledge about how to solve any way of inequality you face. Okay? Of equation you face. Okay? Example number 1. Each of graphic novels is Chan's collections increased in value by 3.5. Okay, so I have 10 graphic novels. Current total of all of them equal 75. Okay, each one now, if I want to sell them again, okay, I will sell it each one. I will add 3.5 for each one. Okay, so in the last few years, okay, if each graphic novel has the same value, what was the original value of one graphic novel? So currently today, at these days, the price of each novel increased by 3.5. Okay, so each one, if we consider the price of each one is say G, the price G is novel price, and all the novels have the same price, by the way. Each one increased by 3.9, so G plus 3.5. How many novels we have? We have all 10. So the total equal 75. What is the original price? Actually, the original price is G. This is the original price before the last. So if we find the value of G, we solve the problem. Okay, first step, as you see, it's already solved. So how to solve it easily? First, we translate from English to math expression, and this is the important part. Then we'll use the distribution property. Yes, 10 multiply G, 10G. Then 10 multiply 3.5, it will be just 35. Okay. Now we will use two-step equation. As you remember. First step 1, it's about plus and minus. Okay. Step 2, it's about multiply and divide. We're doing the opposite. So I need to isolate G, separated. So first I need to remove the plus or minus number, which is 35. How? By adding or subtracting the same number. It's with positive, so we will subtract from both sides 35. So negative 35 from left hand side, negative 35 from right hand side, to make it balanced as we studied before. Okay, so 35 minus 35 equals 0, so we still remaining have 10G. Yes, and 75 in the other hand side, 75 minus 35 equals 40. Now, we have finished the first step. Second step is about times and divide. The relation between 10 and G, 10G, always multiply. So, the relation between any digit or any number and the variable, while they are in this form, is multiply. Okay? So, to remove multiply, we need to do the opposite of multiply, which is addition, which is division. Okay? So, we'll divide both sides by 10. 10 divided 10 equal 1. 1G means G. Yes? And left hand side 40. Divided 10 equal 4. We solved the problem. So, the original price of each book was $4. Okay? And now, each one will be what? We will add 3.5 for the 4, so it will be 7.5 nowadays. Okay? Let's solve that right one. A collector has a box of 32 figurines, okay? The value of each figurine increased by 2.32. So I have a value of the figurine, but I don't know it. Let's call it x. X is the value of figurine. Okay. It increased. Increased mean we will add 2.32. So it will be x plus 2.32 over the past year. The box, so the whole box has how many figurines? 32. And each figurine increased by what? By 2.3. So now the value of the figurine, one figurine, is x plus 2.32. That's it. And all are how many one? It's 32. So 32 multiply x plus 2.32. This is how to translate it to math. You have to practice more to make it easy with you. And the total is what? Over the past year, the box of figurines is now worth what? 114.24. 114.24. Okay. So I have the whole equation. Okay. What was the original cost, which is x of one figurine? The original cost of one figurine was, we need to calculate x. To isolate x from here, first we have to use the distribution property. Multiply, okay. Multiply by the bracket. Multiply by x first, then multiply the number. To finish the bracket, we will expand it. This is called the expanded form of the bracket, okay. So first we will multiply 32 by x. It will be 32x, and 32 multiply 2.32. Okay. And the answer as it is. Let's finish multiplying. So first term here is 32x, and multiplying these two numbers, it's easy to do it. It will be 74.24 equals the same number, 114.24, 114.24. Okay, again. We need to finish this two-step equation. First step is to subtract this number from each side. So after I subtract it from here, the same number, and subtract the same number, 48, from the second side. So it will remain here 0. So the remaining here will be 32x equal 114.24 minus what? The same number. So it's 114.24 minus 74.24. The remaining will be what? The remaining actually will be 40. Okay. Then second step is what? Dividing. Yes. Dividing both sides by 32. Dividing both sides by 32. Here it will remain only x, and 40 divided 32 equal 1.25. So the value of x of each figurine, the last value was 1.25 US dollar. Okay? This is how to solve equation using this distribution property. Okay, actually we need to solve more because I have some problem with that sign. So if I have a problem with negative sign, can we solve it together? Like the following one? How? I think yes, it's the same. It's only depending on the sign rule. Don't forget, again, sign rule. In the case of adding, okay, sign of big and subtract, okay, sign of big and subtract. So positive plus positive and positive minus negative, positive plus positive, adding same sign, positive plus positive, or sorry, negative minus negative plus negative. So negative plus negative, okay, will equal, put the sign and add, put sign and add. Like what? Negative 2 plus negative 3, it will remain equal, put the sign negative, add 5, see, okay? And again, for multiply, adding the same sign, okay? What about adding different sign? Negative plus positive, well, sign of big and subtract sign of big and subtract. How? Negative 5 plus 2 equal sign of big, which is 5. Subtract 5 minus 2, 3. So it's negative 3. Don't forget it. This is for addition. What about multiplication rule? This is addition. And don't forget the special rule, which is negative minus, or positive number minus negative number. Negative become positive. Don't forget it. So 2 minus negative 3, it's the same as 2 plus 3 equal 5. Don't forget this special rule, okay? What about the rule of multiplication? Multiply. Okay. Similar, same sign. It will give positive. So positive multiply positive, or negative multiply negative will give positive. On the other side, if I have different sign, positive multiply negative or negative multiply positive will give always negative. Different sign, negative, same sign, positive, okay? This is very, I know, we mentioned about the sign rule many times, but most of you also do it in the wrong way. So please, take care about it, okay? Okay, we will use the distribution property to solve this problem. Negative 5 multiply s, negative 5s. Negative 5 multiply 30, negative 5 multiply 30, 150. And equal negative 17. Now, use two-step inequality, two-step equation to solve it. So we will here 150 with negative. So we will add it to both sides. This side remains 0. So the remaining here in the left-hand side, negative 5s equal negative 17 plus 150. We will use the rule. Sign of big, 150 positive. So it will be positive. And subtract, it will be 133. Second step, dividing by negative 5. Don't divide by 5 only. Divide, because we need to isolate s directly, all the variable. The variable, I don't need anything besides the variable. Only the variable. So we'll divide by whole, negative 5, divided negative 5. Okay, negative 5 is negative 5, 1. So it will be s. And next side, positive, negative. Positive divided negative. Negative. By the way, the sign of rule of division also as the multiplication. So multiplication and division are the same rules, okay? And divide this number, it will remain this solution, okay? Okay. Let's solve another. What about if I have decimal numbers or fractions? Can we solve it? Yes, it's the same. We'll use the same problem if I have, so I will distribute the fraction. Okay, it will be 1 over 4 or quarter b plus quarter times 254. The remaining here will be 64.5. Okay, we will use two-step equation to solve it. First step is to destroy the plus or minus numbers. So we will do the negative 64.5 from both sides. The remaining here will be 1 over 4b equal, make the subtraction, it will give you 72.25. Then, here, take care about this part. I need 1 over 4, the relation between 1 over 4 and b is multiplied. But I'll give you little tip about the fraction. If you want to remove any fraction, multiply it by its reciprocal. The meaning is, if I want to delete 3 over 4, I will multiply it by its flip or reciprocal. Okay, so it will be 4 over multiply 4 over 3. 3 with 3, 4 with 4 equal 1. So if you want any fraction to become 1, multiply by its reciprocal. Reciprocal means to flip the number, the fraction. So I will multiply both sides instead of 1 over 4 by 4 over 1. Okay, multiply second side by 4 over 1. 4 with 4 equal 1, so it's 1b, so it's b in the left hand side, and in the right hand side, after you multiply 72.25 multiply 4, it will equal 289. This is how to use the fraction. Okay, again, what about if I have, you can try the right one, please, and let me know your answer. You have to finish these parts, this one and this one. Okay, it's easy. Okay, now the conclusion of this lesson is that to use the distribution property, we can solve the equation by using a distribution property. So we have to expand don't solve the problem without expanding the bracket first. How to expand it? By using distribution property. Now I have numbers in the left and number on the right. So we will use two-step equation. Finish what with plus first, minus 51 minus 51 from both sides. And then finish what by multiply, divide by 6, divide by 6. The remaining answer will solve it directly. Okay, it's nice to be with you. Solve more to be good. Math needs more solving, more thinking, more effort to be good at math. Okay, you have to do your best to become the best, inshallah. Okay, see you next time. Bye.